надавливание ахиллова сухожилия левой ноги. Потяните ногу в обе стороны по 3 раза. Вправление суставов пальцев левой ноги. Обхватите пальцы и сильно наклоните руку, так как показано в фильме. Тоже для правой ноги. Похлопывание ступни левой ноги. Побейте ступню 5 раз. Надавливание, растирание паховой области. Производится 5 раз ладонями обеих рук. Надавливание, растирание брюшной области. Производится большими пальцами обеих рук от эпигастрия до нижней части живота в 10 точках по 2 раза. Растирание и надавливание ладонями области ниже живота. Производится 10 раз. Ладонями руки. Растирание и надавливание широкой спинной мышцы и левой подлопаточной мышцы. Возьмите правой рукой левое запястье. Большим пальцем левой руки 10 раз разотрите и надавите подплечную и широкую спинную мышцу. Растирание и надавливание трехглавой мышцы и флексора левой руки. Производится большими пальцами обеих рук в 6 точках по 2 раза для трехглавой мышцы и в 6 точках 2 раза посередине по 1 разу с внутренней и внешней стороны руки. Вправление сустава левого локтя. Резко выпрямите руку пациента. Вправление сустава правого локтя. Вправление сустава запястья левой руки. Большие пальцы массажиста находятся на запястье, а остальные под ладонью. Резко поднимите эти пальцы. Тоже для правой руки. Растирание и надавливание левого предплечья. Большим пальцем правой руки по 2 раза разотрите и надавите в 6 точках от подлокотной впадины до запястья. Одновременно поворачивайте предплечье пациента. Вправление суставов пальцев левой руки. Держите запястье пациента левой рукой. Поставьте правую ступню под мышку пациента. Поочередно стяните пальцы. Теперь тоже для правой руки. Растирание и надавливание ладони левой руки. Сначала разотрите и надавите обеими руками ладони левой руки по 3 раза в 5 точках. Затем растяните ладонь. Растирание и надавливание области между большим и указательным пальцем левой руки. Производится 5 раз. Вытягивание левой руки. Положите руку возле головы. Затем надавите подмышкой. Вытягивание головы. Поместите голову пациента между своими лодыжками. Обопритесь на плечи пациента. Резко потяните. Повторите еще раз. Массаж лица. Желательно покрыть лицо платком. Произведите растирание и надавливание 5 раз с обеих сторон носа, между подбородком и губами, в области под ртом. Растирание и надавливание бровей и костей под глазами. Производится большими пальцами по 2 раза в 4 точках. Над и под глазами. 1 раз в области висков. Прощупывание глазных шариков. Подушечками пальцев пощупайте глазные шарики по 1 секунде. Надавливание щек и скул. Сплетите пальцы над лицом пациента. Трижды надавите указанную область. Скользящее растирание и надавливание середины головы. Производится большими пальцами 2 раза в области середины головы от лба до темени. Сгибание спины. Плавно упадите назад, теня за собой пациента. Вправление плечевых суставов. В показанной позиции слегка согните свои локти назад, а затем резко поднимите руки. Вытягивание рук назад. Взяв оба запястья, потяните их вверх и трижды сблизьте настолько, насколько это возможно. Растирание и надавливание области над лопатками. Большими пальцами 10-кратно разотрите и надавите в области плечей над лопатками. Растирание и надавливание области между лопаток. Сгибание плечей. Придерживая плечевой сустав, трижды наклоните его назад. Поднятие плечей. Производится 5 раз, так как показано в фильме. Похлопывание плечей и затылка. Заключительные движения. Заканчивая массаж, произведите 10-кратное растирание и надавливание плечей над лопаткой и похлопайте их. Дорогие друзья, я показал вам все приемы терапии, растирания и надавливания. Иначе называемый массаджо. Восточный специальный массаж. Хотя современная медицина достигла высоких результатов, есть еще много людей, которые которые страдают от различных болезней во всем мире. Если вы изучите наш метод и будете практически использовать его, я верю, что вы сможете излечить разные болезни у своих родственников и друзей и одновременно предотвратить многие заболевания у них, так как метод обладает большой эффективностью. Для того, чтобы иметь хорошее здоровье, все суставы и мышцы должны быть, безусловно, эластичными, сбалансированными и быть на своем месте. В моем методе справляются также обе тазовые кости и позвонки шеи, грудной области, поясничной области и другие. Легко можно предотвратить различные заболевания. О показанном методе мной выпущена книга на языке эсперанто, а также в переводах на разные национальные языки. Ответственность за последствия массажа, который проводился не мной, а вами. Если вы хотите посетить Японию для изучения нашего метода, обращайтесь ко мне или в эсперанто-клуб, город Ростов-на-Дону, почтовый индекс 344-207, абонементный ящик 393.
But in fact, no one can do it perfectly. No one wants to be sick, but the body is of nature, while our mind does not always follow nature. One way to eliminate the conflict between the body and the mind is the entirely natural hip-bone Юмейхо therapy, which enlists the aid of the human hand. It seems the more our modern mechanized society progresses, the less we move, and the more tired we get. Those of us caught up in this modern ailment often end up seeking relief from the medical industry. So here I would like to introduce to you Ino Bix. That's the name of the set of exercises which can enable us to revive the flow of life energy in our bodies. This system consists of the well-known stretching exercises combined with a special technique to move joints, developed by Mr. Sayonji Masayuki, a therapist at the International Institute of Preventive Medicine. It's designed to let you practice by yourself in your home or in your workplace. This system exercises every part of the body. That is, it's the ideal way to bring the body back to its ideal condition. exercise is done in the standing position. In the upper right corner of the screen, you will see the exercise number on either a green square indicating for beginners or a red circle for advanced. If the advanced exercise is too difficult, please use the beginner's exercises until you're ready for the advanced version. Okay, let's begin. Jerk your shoulders up as hard as you can. If both shoulders crack, the flexibility is first class. Now the neck and shoulders together. Bend your neck as far as possible. Likewise, turn your head as far as you can to the side. Rotate your neck in a big circle. As you jerk your elbows back, thrust your chest forward. Elbows relaxed, rotate your shoulders and arms one by one. Stretch your elbows with your fingers clasped. If both shoulder joints crack, their flexibility is first class. With your hands clasped behind your back, try to expand your chest. Jerk your elbow up to straighten the arm, then snap the forearm inward. The elbow joints have first-class flexibility if both crack. Bend your wrist down to stretch the front of your arm. Swing your wrist vigorously. If both wrists crack, they have first-class flexibility. Pull the fingers one after another. If joints on all 10 fingers crack, the flexibility is top class. Here, swing your hands up high, then clasp and open them. Relax your hands and swing your wrists. Try to push your palms forward as far as you can. Pull your elbow as far to the side as possible, bending your body. Pulling your leg back, use the inertia to twist the body. If your back cracks in both directions, its flexibility is top class. For this exercise, keep your legs straight. Wiggle your kneecaps up and down. Point your toes outward and spread your knees with your hands. Stretch the back of your leg you're standing on. If both hip joints crack, they have top-class flexibility. Point your foot upward and bring your calf down as close to the floor as you can. Relax your knee and kick upward with your full strength. Flex your toes, pressing them against the floor. Lift your heels as high as you can. Okay, so far we've had the exercise you can do standing up. How was it? Are you nicely flexible? Now let's follow the instructor, Mr. Sayonji, as he explains some things about the moves in this section. Mr. Sayonji, please. Yes, thank you. Say, Coach, if we don't practice every exercise in this section, will it still have an effect? Yes, of course. Even if we can only do one or two, we can still expect some results. That's why I recommend starting at the beginner's level and working up as you progress. Work from the parts towards the whole. In any case, don't force it. It's best to keep the exercises fun. So you can do these exercises comfortably? The main characteristic of the self-juvenating exercises is to crack every joint in the body. So let me explain some of the main points on realigning the joints. First, on the moves for realigning the neck bones. This is very important. It seems that when the muscles are stiff, they don't crack. And that's right. The blood doesn't flow well into the head, and the nerves don't work well either. The diseases that attack the area above the neck, for the most part, are caused by the neck vertebrae getting stuck out of alignment. So it's very important to have the neck joints realigned. A person whose neck joints can't be cracked at all runs a high risk of a stroke. That's terrible. Yes, it is. That's why, if it gives a good crack, it's very reassuring. Oh, really? Well, Coach, what about the shoulder joints? Yes. Well, there are 4 movements to adjust the shoulder joint. That is, the 1st, 6th, 8th, and 17th exercises. And for example, in the first exercise, do the warm-up movement first, then with a quick jerk, crack the joint. Really? With a jerk? Yes. The technique of cracking the joints generally relies on a quick push or jerk. In the 6th exercise, we have to push the chest way out, but it's the quick jerk that cracks the joints. With this movement, if the body is flexible enough, you can adjust the vertebrae in the upper thorax. In the 8th exercise, push the chest out front and pull your clasped hands hard. In exercise number 17, you have to do first one side, then the other. Leaning the head way back makes the adjustment easier. In any case, if the shoulder joint pops into place with a crack, you won't be troubled with stiff shoulders. So, is shoulder stiffness curable? Yes, of course. Amazing. About the 13th exercise, that is adjusting the finger bones. So long as the fingers crack, it basically doesn't matter what method you use. You can even crack the base of the thumb like this. Oh, really? Yes, and the old folks who have already lived a long time, almost without exception, can crack all their fingers. So inversely, if none of your fingers can be cracked, or if it's difficult to crack them, maybe you won't live to an old age. Really? That's terrible. But, Coach, a lot of women are afraid that their fingers will get fat from constant cracking. Heavens no. I'm constantly hearing about that, but it really isn't true. Mainly, it's unhealthy people who have the finger joints that are difficult to crack. So with the hip bone Юмeiho, the muscles are relaxed and the joints can be cracked into place. The easier it is to crack them, the more healthy you'll be. Isn't that the most important thing? Yes, you're right. And of course, it's not only the fingers cracking into place, it's the same with the toe joint. To be healthy, it's necessary to be able to crack every joint into place, you know. Yes, I understand. In the 18th exercise, jerk your body around without holding back to adjust the vertebrae in the lower back. It's a move to realign the part of the spine, so it's very important. If the muscles are relaxed, you can hear the realigning cracks on both sides. As long as this flexibility is top class, you'll never have aches in the lower back. The 22nd is one of the exercises to adjust the hip joints. But if the muscles aren't really relaxed, the joints won't crack. Try it. The important thing is to really stretch the muscles in this back part. This is the key area. If it cracks, I can say that you have the highest class of flexibility. With your hands on the floor, move your body up and down. Do this exercise pointing your toes up as much as you can. Bounce your knee down to the floor. 2, to face backwards. If several joints crack in both directions, it's top class. Point your toes up and stretch the muscles in the back of your legs and lower back. Lie on your belly and arch your back. Keep your buttocks in contact with your heels while following the rhythm. To prevent strain, support yourself with your elbows on the floor and fall back until your head touches the floor. You achieve the adjustment on a quick twist, pulling your leg. If you get a few cracks on both sides, that's top class. Curve your body as much as possible. With a quick jerk, pull your knees to your chest. If it cracks, that's top class. Keep your legs straight. Open them energetically. Here too, put some force into it. Again, open with some effort. If both ankles crack, that's first class. Relax the knees, then kick up with a strong jerk. If both knees crack, that's first class. Wiggle your toes and make them more flexible. Raise your legs and shake them violently. Stretch out your arms and legs and rotate your ankles. Finally, the relaxation pose. Breathe from your abdomen several times and let go of the tension from every point of the body. Okay, we've finished the first set of exercises, but before starting the second set, let's look at this. If you make a note of this table and of your flexibility while doing the exercises, you can see at a glance which parts need more attention. Well, coach, please continue. Yes, I agree. It's most important to relax the muscles centered around the weak joints. For example, if we look at this patient, we can see that the right side has very few circles. From this, we can immediately see that it's her right side that's weak. And because the hip joints on both sides crack nicely, we can imagine that she has exercised regularly. If we compare the upper and lower parts of the body, we can see that she has problems with the upper body. Often, with thin people who exercise regularly, we find this kind of flexibility table. Yes, it's really easy to understand. Yes, it is. With the stretching exercises in this second section, we can uncover the weaknesses in the legs too. When we stretch the weak leg, we undoubtedly feel some pain and pulling in it. That's why those who feel pain and pulling during the exercise in both legs are weak in both. And so, of course, they need to strengthen them both. If you do the second set of exercises in the morning, your vision will improve. And if you do them at night, before going to bed, you'll be able to sleep soundly. Yes, because there are many who can't get to sleep. Yes, that's true. Well, now I'd like to explain some of the more important techniques to adjusting joints. Exercise number 31